This is your boy Amari Points here, bringing you the latest movie review. Today, I'm doing my latest movie review on Kingsman, The Golden Circle. I saw this movie yesterday with my mom. At first, I thought I wasn't going to enjoy it, but get this. I legit enjoyed this movie, and it wasn't that bad as I thought it would be. This movie was was enjoyable and worth watching. The director, Matthew Vaughn, has tailored a film that's an outlandish mix of over the top action and odd, sweet character dynamics. What everyone can enjoy about this movie is that, well, it's a spy movie, duh, and we get to see a lot of new, funny, weird faces in this movie that everyone I think will recognize. And Eggsy, played by Taron Egerton, is a great actor in this movie. Like just as he was in the first film, he actually legit he was a total badass. He he got the job done when it came to like the missions that Kingsman assigned to him, and he didn't waste time. Sorry, guys. He didn't waste time making sure he got the job done, and didn't kid around on his missions, which is why which is why he's my favorite character in this movie. And this movie kind of takes place after a few years after the first film, which we are introduced by a new villain. Sorry if I'm a little off today. I apologize. Which, like I said, we are introduced by a new villain named Poppy. I'm sure most of you have seen the previews for her. She likes enjoying living in the 50s and everything. Her hideout and everything is all nothing but mid 50s stuff, which that was the only thing I had a problem with. And she was like legit creepy, and she was always smiling. That's the one thing I didn't like about her. She was always smiling with that kind of evil villain look on her face. I didn't really enjoy it. She was a total psychopath. One I did not enjoy seeing that much. She legit, I can't explain what she did to most of her henchmen, but you're gonna have to see that for yourself to get a good grip of it. It was just so fucked up. Like, no kidding. So, as well, she kind of makes this kind of drug that makes people paralyzed and do odd and peculiar things, as most of you seen in the previews of this movie. And I just couldn't. I couldn't. That was a way of saying drugs are bad for you. They are legit not the answer. They are legit not the answer to all your problems. And that was the one thing I didn't like about her villain, was she was smiling way too much. It could have been great if she like shown her emotions and like didn't smile that much, just have like a little mad face whenever her henchman did something wrong. That's something I really wanted to see out of her. And the rest of the actors, Colin Firth, who played Harry Hart, Eggsy's Kingsman mentor, he really was an awesome actor as well, helping Eggsy throughout his whole mission to save the world again. What I enjoyed most about him is that, well, during the middle of the film, people said that he died in the first film, but he somehow survived by a clean shot. But he doesn't have any memories. Sorry if I'm spoiling for you guys. I deeply apologize. He doesn't have any memories of who he used to be in the past. So it's up to like Eggsy and his other Kingsman mentor Merlin to help jog his memory in the best way they can, because they really need him on this new mission, and they really don't know what they're gonna do without him. Along with other new characters of this film, Agent Tequila, played by Channing Tatum, you know it, Magic Mike. You've seen him in Magic Mike and all those other movies. Channing Tatum in this movie, he was a badass as well. He didn't take shit from nobody, and except from his boss. He, honest to God, wasn't kidding around, and he was going to, like, straight up. He was gonna like straight up kill Eggsy and Merlin when they first saw it. When he first saw them. That's how much of a badass he really, honest to God, was. And I wasn't expecting him to do something like that because they were his fellow agents, but he didn't know. He didn't really know at first. So yeah. But he wasn't really in the movie that much, which is something else I didn't like. They could have shown him more in this movie, but every time he did show up, it was always a funny moment. It was always a funny moment whenever he did. And that's what I enjoy most about his character too, which he was just straight up funny whenever he was showing up in this movie. Which I'm really glad he was in this movie, because he added more comedy to it. And my bad, guys. I have to make sure my computer is staying on. Holly Berry as Agent Ginger Ale is a sweet, albeit, sorry if I'm pronouncing it wrong, a bit undeserved agent who wants to be a field agent, but no one really believes that she can be one. So she kind of proves it in this movie in a way. But at the end of the movie, she kind of does become one, but I'm not going to spoil it anymore because I know most of you want to see this movie for yourself to figure out how she became a field agent. But all in all, this movie really exceeded my expectations. I was kind of, I first, like I said before, I thought it was going to be like one of those slow, dull, boring movies when I first saw the previews for it. I thought, no, I don't want to see this movie. It looks too boring. But as soon as I got in the movie theater and watched it, it was really enjoyable. It was really enjoyable. And it didn't suck as that bad. It would be. It did, as I thought it would be, I mean. I cannot speak today, guys. My deepest apologies. I think this movie, I think the Kingsman saga does deserve a sequel, a third sequel, which is something I'm really hoping they do. Come on, Matthew. You really gotta make a sequel to this movie, because people who are fans of this movie really want to see a third sequel or something. Just do something that will make this movie saga more interesting and going on further with the story. And I'm honest to God hoping that the third movie is going to be more like in between dark and funny like this movie was. And the next villain in the movie is going to be really, really deep and interesting. That's what I'm hoping out of the next movie. On to the rating. I give Kingsman the Golden Circle B. Let me know if you guys can see it. Yeah, I give it a B because it was good and interesting, but some of the new characters weren't in the movie that much. That would have been a a whole lot more better if they showed more of the new characters. I mean, come on. Most of those new characters deserve some screen time at least. Give them the chance to prove what they can do on the screen. That's something I really wanted them to do more with these characters. But hopefully the next sequel they do show a whole lot more of the characters and give them more screen time. Along with Eggsy and Harry and the rest of the actors that were in this movie. And that's it for my movie review. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. And also, press that little bell at the bottom of my video to get notified when my next movie review is. Take care and God bless. Peace!